Oh, you going on camera, buddy? Because you and your friend was just at my window making all that noise. Where the other one go to? They was eating that French fry right there. I was sitting here in my front seat. Jeez, I wish I would have caught the whole thing. Dang. It's like they was trying to get my attention or something. Come back. I think they live in that tree right there. There you go. You see them? But anyway, thought I'd do a little video today. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of cool to be a bird, man, because when you think about it, we probably think that we better than birds. But when you really think about it, how can we be better than birds? Because think about it. Birds, they have... Boy, he back, yo. He back. They back. He came back. They hanging around my car for some reason. Can anybody tell me what type of birds they are? Buddy, what you trying to tell me? It's not usual that birds will linger around you like that, especially when they're not even concerned. They're not afraid of me or anything. Yo, that bird is talking, man. Whatever he's doing, he's communicating to his family. They stay in these trees. You know what I'm saying? It's a tree right. It's a tree right there. It's a tree right there. It's a tree beside me right there. They stay in these trees, you know what I'm saying? But back to what I was saying, these birds are not, they think they better than us. I'm gonna tell you why. They have 3 modes of transportation: land, air, and sea. They can walk on 2, they can fly, and they can land in water. Some type of birds can land in water and actually swim. So how would you feel if you was looking down on people? When they flying up above us, they looking down and they have a aerial view of us. You know how small we look to birds when they looking down on us? It's incredible when you think about it. Like, they are communicating with each other. And a lot of times, I know, because we are humans and we feel so like we are, see, in everybody's mindset, they believe that they are the superior creature on the planet. A bird thinks he's a superior creature in his given species. Humans feel like they are the superior creatures in their given species. So it goes down the line, you see. And everybody is in their own mind. You know, spiders is what's going on here, man? Fuck, how does spider? Is that a spider? What the fuck is that? Get on, man. Too much shit messing with me. Everybody in their own mind, they think that they are superior. Okay? Because when you have been yourself all your life as a human, you think you're better than the other creatures. They're not saying that. I'm not saying humans are superior. I'm just giving you the reason why you say you are superior. Because it's based upon what you are defining superiority upon. Okay? Humans believe that they are superior to birds because they build flying machines. An airplane, and they can fly an airplane. But the bird's argument can be, I'm superior to you because I was born how to fly. You can't fly. You have to build an aircraft to be able to do what I can do. You get what I'm saying? And the human, even when a human being is flying, you are flying something that you didn't create. If you are not the inventor of the airplane, you are only doing something or flying a machine that you didn't invent. So you are flying somebody else's idea. It's not of yourself that you are flying this machine, you see? So the arrogance in that aspect, you know, you can toss it out the window, because just like a lot of things that we do from day to day, like calculators and even this automobile, we didn't build these devices, we just using it. But because we can use these devices, because we have the cognitive skills and abilities to drive cars, to fly airplanes, to fly helicopters, we as human beings, we feel like that we are better than other species. Now, I can break it down even further than that. Every human does not fly a helicopter. Every human does not fly an airplane. Some humans will never fly an airplane, or for that matter, even get aboard an airplane. You get what I'm saying? So even in that regard, the argument, it falls flat. You are just arguing. You are arguing your greatness based upon the greatness of someone else. If you were to make that an argument, you are saying because A is a pilot, he represents all human beings. No, he doesn't. Because we have the law of abilities. See, y'all didn't know it was getting to a lesson, did you? Everything I do on this channel, it leads to a lesson. Trust that. So based upon the law of abilities, certain individuals in this world are given certain abilities to make everybody be dependent upon the people who have those certain abilities. And that's what we call the law of dependency. You see? You see? See, all of these things works like a well-oiled machine, just like a clock with wheels inside of it. And actually, that's an excerpt from the book that's coming out. I actually use that line in the book, and you'll see it when it comes out. But yeah, so when you look at nature, man, I'm just out here chilling, you know, just out here, you know what I'm saying? In an empty parking lot by myself. I do that sometimes. I'll come to an empty, vacant parking lot and I'll just park. I don't need nobody around me. It feels good today. I let the windows down. I got the sunroof open. LSOTB. I'm chilling. Not worried about nobody. No stress on my mind, because I'm not around anybody to induce any stressful feelings, because I'm away from them. You see what I'm saying? But when I have to go into society, I'll go into society. I'll do what I got to do. If I need to enter a store, I'll go into a store. But guess what? I'm coming right back out and going right back into my isolation and make these videos and put this truth out there. That's all I'm doing. That's what my life has boiled down to. Evaluating the things around me, becoming an observer, and dictating and notating things so I can build my own manual for life. You see? That's what the left side of the brain channel is. Because I was thinking today, and I'm kind of scatting right now, but it's all good. I'm just doing this, just a freestyle video. I'm just having fun. I was thinking today that for my entire existence in this physical body, I have been living inside of my body. So therefore, it goes without saying, my body is a school. It's a lesson in itself. Just being me is what I was put here to learn about. And because I'm put in a world, I have two things that I have to master. I have to master myself, because I'm all I will ever be, and I'm all that I was ever to be, and all that I was ever am. You know, I know that's incorrect English, but it's all good. So I was placed in this world, and my body is made to live in this world. So therefore, That's the two things I have to learn more than anything else. Fuck everything and everybody else. Those are the two things I have to learn. How to live in this world and how to master myself and my emotions in this world. That's it. That's what it's all about. It boils down to yourself. You. That's what it boils down to. Not them, but you. Block all that other stuff out. You have to concentrate on you so you don't get swept into what they are doing. Just sit back, become an observer. That's what it's all about, you know? So back to what I was saying. These animals and things, you know, when you really think about it, human greatness, we are defining greatness based upon the fact that we build cities and things like that, you see? But the animals, they can have an argument. Their argument can be, we can live outside. We can deal with the different temperatures. We don't have to seek shelter for the winter or the summer. We are well equipped to live in a natural environment. Birds can really brag. You know, the idea, I've said this before, the idea of skyscrapers, you know where that came from? You know where that came from? What do we always say on this channel? We utilize the law of exceedings, okay? The law of exceedings is basically this. Everything in nature can be used as a metaphor to explain a spiritual understanding. And nothing in nature exceeds beyond the spiritual realm, meaning nature will give you every metaphor to apply to a spiritual understanding. And that's why when people come on my channel and they be saying crazy stuff that don't make no sense, I hit them with this. I say, utilize the law of exceedings to validate or quantify what you are saying. And you know what they do? They go silent. Because on this channel, I have criterias and screenings that your information has to go through. Even myself, y'all know it. Whenever I say information, I'm always dropping metaphors to go along with it because I'm utilizing the law of exceedings. Okay? Now, back to what I was saying. A tree was the original skyscraper, utilizing the law of exceedings. So when the engineers and the architects, when they decided to build a skyscraper, guess where they got that idea from? Birds who live in trees. They live high up. So when you see birds living in trees, that's the first model of a high-rise apartment. Nothing is new under the sun. So animals have been living in high-rise apartments. They have been burrowing under the ground, even tunnels. Beavers have been building dams. Man builds dams as well, but beavers were already building dams, even pyramids. What you think a termite hill is? A termite hill is nothing but a pyramid. That's right. A termite hill is nothing but a pyramid. Even the governments in this world are based upon ant colonies. They have a queen. They have nurseries. They have harvester ants. Everything that we do, nature has already did it. That's why the Bible says there is nothing new under the sun. None of this stuff is new. Okay? So that's why I have no place for arrogance inside of me. Now, what I say is that man, we were specially created in our own right. But animals were also specially created in their own right. Man was given the ability to break the laws of nature. That's the difference between, if we had to think of a major difference between man and animal, it would be that man has the ability to go against the laws of nature. He can do things to manipulate the animal kingdom. He can do scientific experiments. He can create hybrid animals. Who ever heard of a liger? It's a mix between a lion and a tiger. Man has the ability to do those type of things. But guess what? Thank you, Spirit. Even in nature, animals create hybrids. Ever heard of which one is sterile? Is it a donkey or a mule? Anyway, I believe a donkey is, no, I believe a mule is a cross between a donkey and a horse, and that creates a mule, and a mule is sterile. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's what y'all can do to help me, because I'm just, making this video off the fly, so y'all can help left side it out in the comment section. But anyway, yeah, that's nature's way of creating a hybrid. So even in that regard, nature is creating hybrids. You get what I'm saying? So it's really nothing man can brag about. Another thing that separates us from animals, we do have, some of us now, not everybody, but some humans have the ability to make the creativity to invent. You know what I'm saying? We can take elements in nature and we can invent things. But even in that regard, there are certain monkeys who actually use tools. They use rocks and things to break nuts. So we share a commonality with everything. You get what I'm saying? So we really can't brag. That's why I have no room for arrogance. And that's why I hate when people destroy the earth, and when man, abuses the earth. That's one thing that is if you had to come up with one clear difference between man and animal, man will destroy the earth. Okay? Man will destroy the earth based upon his arrogance and his nature to want to question nature, and his ability to want to overthrow what is, the creator, the design. You see what I'm saying? Animals don't have that ability. Animals don't have that ability. They have to go along with nature. As far as the animal world is concerned, we see change through technological differences between the decades. Like the technology that was out in the 80s is different from the technology that was in the 90s. Not different, but the technology increases. It becomes more advanced, you see. But even in that regard, electricity operates every technological device. So really, technology hasn't changed when you think about it at the most mundane, basic level, because electricity power has not changed. You get what I'm saying? So the same power that operates a early Texas Instruments calculator is the same power utilized in a computer, a Dell computer that you hook up at your house. The processing speed may have sped up, but the electricity is the same. It hasn't changed. So even when you think about it like that, technology hasn't changed. You get what I'm saying? Because you are utilizing the basics, electricity. If they got rid of everything in this world today, all of the technology that was ever invented, to reinvent all of that technology and to make it useful again, it would still require what? Electricity, power. They would have to go back to the basics of how to conduct power and electricity and how to run power through cords and copper wire. It would go right back to the basics. They would have to learn how to conduct electricity, find a conduit to send the electricity to the device in order to make the device operate. So those basics don't change. And that in itself is like, you can look at that in that regard as utilizing the law of exceedings. Because when it comes to people and this human prison bar realm, those basic 6 laws that governs the human prison bar realm, they do not change. No matter how the world changes, no matter what type of technology they come out with, those 6 laws that govern the human prison bar system will not change. They're going to remain that way. And for those who don't know, you might be new to the channel. I'm not going to go through what the 6 laws are on this video. Ask some of the people in the comment section to tell you, or go back in the catalog of videos and go back and view that video that we did. So yeah, even looking at it like that, it's a lesson, because you are seeing the law of exceedings put to use. You see? So there's really no room to have any arrogance in this world, because nobody is greater than anybody. You are only as great as you understand yourself and the world that you live in. That's the real definition of greatness. You are only as great as the understanding of yourself and the world that you live in. If you don't have that down, you're not great. Sorry to tell you. You can have all the money in the world. You can have all the cars in the world. You can have all the fine women in the world. You can have all the accolades, all of the plaques and medals and whatever y'all use to boost your egos. You can have all of that in the world. But if you don't understand yourself and the world that you live in, and you don't understand what and why and how this world operates, then you are not great, my friend. You're just another robot out here. You're just a piece of technology, basically. That's all you are. You're just a piece of technology. You program. You moving like a robot. You got parts, mechanical parts that can move, but you don't think for yourself, so you're no different than a robot. You're just a programmed piece of technology. That's it. That's it. And actually, a person like that, I would put you below the animals. You know why? Because they designed to not question things. But you, a human who have the ability to be more, to understand like the lessons on the left side of the brain channel, you neglecting those abilities and opting to be just a ordinary robot, I'm sorry, you have placed yourself beneath animals. So it would be an injustice to even call you an animal. I honestly have to say that. And sad but true, a lot of these people out here, like we say, they are humans in animal. They are animals in human form. I'm telling y'all, some of these people out here, they may look like human. They act close to us, but they are not us. I'm trying to tell you what it is. They have DNA that's close enough to where they can mate with us, but they are missing a small percentage of DNA that gives you a soul. They even say the same thing about apes and humans. That it's only 2% of a DNA difference between animals and humans. Okay? So I'm saying the same thing. When it comes to these human prison bars, they're probably closer than 2% to us, but they still don't have the entire DNA database that makes a person a complete human. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Like, they close enough genetically to mate with us, to have children with us, to have some of the cognitive skills and abilities like us, but they are missing, even if it's a fraction of the DNA material. Within that fraction, there can be a whole lot within that small fraction that constitutes a human being, a full, complete human being. A full, complete human being is one who has the understanding of himself and the world around him. He understands how things operate. He has a spiritual sense of self. That's the definition of a human being. Yep. So I want y'all to ponder all of the things that I said in this video. I don't even know what I'm gonna title this video. I don't know, because I was just really going in. So tell me what y'all think in the comment section. And this is Left Side of the Brain signing out.